Watch out for assaults, robberies and armed violence. That's the message from the Indian government to its nationals travelling to Melbourne. The family of the Indian man who was stabbed to death in Melbourne has also spoken out. It says the attack was racist and that Australia is unsafe for Indians. The ABC's Michael Edwards reports.
A family mourning the loss of a son. 21-year-old Nitin Garg may have lived in Australia, but he financially supported his widowed mother and his extended family. His death is a devastating blow to the family, which lives in a small town in the northern Indian state of Punjab. And family members want to know how, despite all the assurances, it could happen.
There is no security for our children in Australia. Why are we sending our kids there? Despite repeated assurances by our Prime Minister and Foreign Minister that such instances would not take place again, our children are not safe.
And despite the Australian government downplaying racial motives for the attack, Nitin Garg's family and friends are in no doubt he was a target because he was Indian.
We appeal to the government to arrest the culprits and punish them severely.
They've vowed to make sure more is done to protect Indians living in Australia.
We believe that there is a lot of racial discrimination in Australia and they are attacking Indians over there. This time we will launch a protest through the media against the Indian government as well as the Australian government for failing to provide security to Indian students.
The Indian government says his death is unacceptable and that it's put strain on its relationship with Australia. And although previously ruling out any direct action, the Indian government has now issued a travel advisory for its students in Australia. Students have been asked not to travel alone and to stay in well-lit areas at night. The case has been closely watched here in India, and the country's powerful media networks will play a big role in the public's perception of how well the Australian authorities have handled the situation. Michael Edwards, ABC News, New Delhi.